A land of emerald isles, a land of kings, a land of war. England. King Henry sits upon a hungry throne, thirsty for more land. The Norwegians. Warriors happy to pay the blood price for their ambitions. Scotland. From the Highlands and across the lowlands comes a spirited people ready for battle. Wales, a people of song and sword, and leaders that will bend their knees to no man. And Ireland. Suspicious of his neighbors, the Irish warrior never sleeps, though he dreams of conquest. Britannia. One realm, 5 kings, total war.
Greetings everyone and welcome to a video review of Medieval 2 Total War Kingdoms, Part 2. I'm Seth Kiparis, the Cynical Croat, and I'll be your guide for this video presentation. Once again, we ask ourselves one simple question: what is Kingdoms? And I answer, Kingdoms is an expansion pack for Medieval 2 Total War. It contains 4 campaigns, each with unique features, factions, periods and gameplay elements. Today we'll be looking at the Britannia Campaign. The Britannia Campaign focuses on Britannia, who would have guessed, starting in 1258 and lasting until 1530. It gives you 5 factions to play with. 3 are new, 2 are from the original game. We have England, Scotland, Wales, Ireland and Norway. Ireland has some of the better cavalry and gunpowder units, but it lacks in spear and pike units. Wales has units that can perform in many roles, but they lack heavy infantry, only 1 unit to fulfill the role. Norway has some good heavy assault infantry wielding 2-hander swords and axes, but they don't have good cavalry. England has superb longbowmen and good heavy infantry, with a rather limited choice in cavalry. Scotland has good spear and pike units, but has a severe lack of cavalry. England starts with the most territory, but it has problems with maintaining public order, and danger lurks not only from their opponents, but also from their own ranks. This reflects the historical situation of the time. If one of your settlements rebel, a new faction will appear, the Baron Alliance, which wields the same units as England. If you know your history, you will know that this rebellion was led by Simon de Montfort, who managed to depose Henry III and who is regarded as the progenitor of parliamentary democracy. Other historical reflections include Prince Edward going to the Crusades, the appearance of William Wallace, and the arrival of Hakon Hakonsson. If Edward manages to come back alive, he will be stronger and will receive a small army of crusaders.
After a successful crusade in the Holy Lands, Edward returns home a hero. Battle-hardened and with Templar forces in tow, the English people rejoice, believing Edward can only lead them to further victories, as he now turns his attention to conflict closer to home.
Hakon and Wallace arrive with a large army to assist you with your struggle against other factions.
The fires of independence burn brightly in Scotland. Weary of aggression from its neighbors, a new hero has emerged to unite Scotland's clans. His name is William Wallace. A minor noble he may be, but behind him march thousands of warriors, each one with freedom in his heart and a sword in his hand.
For Wales, if they are recapturing a city, additional units will appear to assist them in recapturing it. If Llewellyn, the King of Wales, is alive and manages to capture the English settlements near his borders, he will receive waves of reinforcements to bolster his armies. Other changes include one different attribute to generals and one less agent. For generals, piety has been removed and it is replaced by management. Priests have been removed and religion has been changed to culture, determining what units you can recruit. So you can't recruit your best units in a newly conquered settlement. However, this does enable you to recruit the units of that faction that you took the city from. So English knights might march alongside Norwegian axemen or Welsh heavy spearmen. Churches now serve to increase the rate of cultural conversion. Other additions are the stone forts on the map. These forts can hold a certain amount of units for free, are surrounded by moats and repair themselves after each battle. They are good for holding key strategic points on the map, for both defensive goals and as a springboard for your attacks. The music is also different for this campaign. It sounds more fantasy-like, with songs that are reflection of the culture of Britannia. The menu song, Dream of Albion, is a different iteration of Alain Duin, a song of a woman that was to marry a sea captain, but before that could happen, the vessel they were on ran into a storm and all of the crew drowned, except her. She later composed the song and died a few months later out of grief. Although composed around 1788, the melody, rhythm and language makes it seem much older. The verdict on this campaign would be a 8 out of 10. It gives you a more detailed map of Britannia, unique and historical figures, and interesting gameplay elements that you can use both on the map and in tactical battles, but not that much like in the Americas campaign. This has been Seth Kiparis, the Cynical Croat, signing off.